Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, my co-host Kelly is a way of taking care of some things, and I have my other co-host Barbara here. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
And that
Karen.
the voice that you just heard is Karen Page here for Psychic Night. And what we did,
everybody.
what we did was
Hi.
I was just curious now. Barbara, who do you have with you?
Well, I have my beautiful daughter, Priscilla.
Yay.
Hello, Priscilla.
Hi.
Hello,
Yes.
Angel. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting her on the show again. She said yes right away. She loves coming on, don't you?
Well, you know, she has a big fan club here.
She sure does.
Oh, thank you.
What
It's
did you get at
true.
Walmart?
I got a Lucky Charm.
A Lucky Charm. I love those.
The turtle.
You know what? I thought, okay, I'm going to get one for a pocket charm or a lucky kind of pocket trinket for Karen. And then I'm like, no, she doesn't need one. She has all the luck naturally. But I got you some other things.
That's so sweet. You are so sweet.
It's fun shopping for you because you're funny, so I know you'd like funny things and you like pretty things, and you just
True.
You know,
Are you
really,
kidding?
You're easy.
Six planets ruled by Venus in my chart? Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Love and beauty and everything.
It was so funny when I would rather have one cashmere sweater than 30 polyester anything. You know? Because it'll
Finer
last
things in life.
forever. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, and just you love it, and just like it feels so good, and it's high
It's
quality.
quality over quantity. You know?
Mhm. I agree. I totally agree. Yes. So, okay. Well, I guess we are here for a reason. So,
Yay.
Priscilla, have you thought of a question for Miss Karen?
Woohoo!
When am I gonna get friends?
When are you going to what,
When
sweetheart?
When am I going to make more friends? Because the past couple of weeks has been very not lonely. I'd say just like I don't know, like it's hard for me to make friends.
Well, between now, I wish I could tell you it's tomorrow, but over the next 5 weeks, between now and like the third week of October, all of a sudden you're going to be Miss Busy. And I expect you to definitely make some friends between now and then. And I'm just going to say this to you. You know I love you dearly. I want you to be picky. Okay?
Okay.
I want you to be
Like the
selective.
cashmere sweater.
That's
Quality.
right, quality. And
Yep.
my wish for you, because all of a sudden you're going to become Miss Popular, and you're going to go, what the heck is going on here? You know? And if something doesn't feel right, you need to listen to that. And there are going to be some kids that, put on a happy face, but the truth is you guys are not natural friends. And then you're going to make some lifelong friends that you will immediately know that they're from your tribe.
I love that. She has met two friends. One had an interesting name. What is it? Lizette.
Oh, what a pretty name.
Yeah, pretty name. And the other one, she doesn't remember the name, so you can, not much of a connection, I guess.
And those things happen. sometimes we meet people and go, God, I just love them. And somebody asks their name, and your brain kind of goes, and we wish we had some way to magically pull it up in our memory,
Yeah. Isn't that weird how you get stumped on one person's name? Like, there could be a person and you know them really well, but that one person, you just get stumped on that name every time. It's kind of strange.
And sometimes it can be the most simple, like Cindy, Linda, Tootsie, whatever,
Right.
It is,
well,
but
good.
you are going to make a couple of lifelong friends, honey. And I'm not so sure that the one whose name you can't remember is one of them, but definitely this is going to become a whole lot easier.
Oh, good.
So
she seems
please,
a lot more upbeat. I think it's the 5th day of school so far now. So she's
well,
it's
interesting.
a lot more upbeat.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because now she realizes that it's, the boogeyman isn't there, and
right.
and they're not all these the snotty kids. There are enough of those, and she knows who they are. But it's not the fear factor anymore. And she realized that she has nothing to be afraid of.
And I'm sure they keep them quite busy with learning and doing lessons and the teachers talking. So there's actually that to do at school, too. But it was a little awkward at lunch. I mean, moving to a new school, that's hard. So I have
Honey,
told
it's hard
her,
for
I'm
everybody.
So proud
well,
of her.
I did it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it too.
And she started volleyball too.
It does, and the nice part is you can learn who your real friends are.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. I know it's hard for you to believe right now, but when you get older, all of a sudden you're going to realize that just because somebody wants to be your friend doesn't mean that they're a good fit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you knew people like that at your other school that you can be, I always say we can be polite to everybody for 5 minutes. It doesn't mean you have to take them home with you, And that is the, you're going to meet a lot of them, but you're going to make some real lifelong friends, sweetheart. People that really matter to you, and you matter to them.
Yeah. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel
coming.
a lot better. Thank you.
It's coming. And it's such an interesting time for you because it was surprising when you finally got past the fear and you could look around you and kind of go, oh, so they aren't all the boogeyman. They're not all the mean girls,
Yeah.
And there's a group of them, but you wouldn't be friends with them anyway, and who cares? And then there are some really, really nice kids that you're going to be friends with, and there are a couple of boys you're going to become very good friends with that you will know probably forever. One of them's going to become like a brother.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, he is truly going to be protective of her and literally like a brother. And he's really nice.
She needs a brother type, don't you?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Well, he's so nice.
Ball.
Not only that, but somebody that, and the nice part is, he really gets her. This one,
cool.
they will laugh, and it'll be a lifelong friendship, sweetheart. You'll see. And the funny part is, it almost feels like when you first start talking, when he first
Yeah.
starts talking to you, it's going to be like you always knew each other, and it's so comfortable. You know, it's not that awkward, weird feeling everybody gets. it's
Yeah.
it's like, oh, there you are. You know.
Yeah.
So he's coming.
It's not a ooh baby thing.
Oh no. No, that comes later.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, they start young.
Yeah,
okay.
but she's not
Not
shy.
you. Okay.
And to her, it's more important that she can trust somebody as her friend, because she knows that, relationships don't always last, and she's really not interested in that right now. It's going to have to be somebody really special that she will invest her time with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that.
So, and that's much, much later, Mom.
I know, but in the very beginning of school, like kindergarten and first grade, they do that a little bit. They have to have their little boyfriend that they miss, and they really start to fall in love with each other, and you have to do special play dates with the boy and the family.
Well, that's
and they're
not
like,
that's not the case here.
And then it goes away for a while, a long time. Then it comes back in high school or junior high, maybe. I don't know. Well, we
Honey,
won't worry about it. Sorry,
I was just going to say that will come when it's time. It's not now.
Okay. All right.
But she knows that.
Also, speaking of friends, my God, it's my turn, I think. My friend I had in high school, we had band together. We played the flute, and she passed away Friday.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, honey.
I know, and I was just, since I heard, a high school friend said, I don't know if you've heard, and then I contacted a coach and a teacher who I stay in touch with, and he told me too, but I haven't talked to her for many years, and it wasn't because
I
of
know.
me.
I know that.
Yeah,
I was just going to say to you, she sort of, when I said to you about sometimes we have friends that we think we're going to be friends with our entire lives, and then they go left on us. You don't know what in the heck happened. Yes.
My boyfriend.
Well, I rest my case.
Right.
And how in the world, honey? Huh?
I was telling you guys about that. I don't know, off the air or on the air, but I told the show that, you guys, and I had this friend that married my high school boyfriend, and we really loved each other, and it was 3 years of it. The puppy love, it's pretty intense. And
I
then
couldn't have described it better. Puppy love.
Yep.
Talk about God saving you. Talk about God saving you from yourself.
And that's what you said, so I did say it on air. That's what you told
that
me
is
when
so
I was telling
funny.
you guys about it. And so I was just recently thinking about her and that whole ordeal. And then now I'm finding out her dream man, that she finally got the dream man. He stayed the dream man, but she went down the tubes with a lot of drug abuse and in and out of rehab. I don't know what kind, but
honey, I was going to say to you, I would not wish the choices she made in her life on anybody. And by the way, you know that the reason that she left your life was out of her jealousy. You do understand that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I mean, do you remember I said to you, and I said this to you, Priscilla, that sometimes we have those friends that think they want to be us, only the truth is it's who they think we are, rather than them really knowing us.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't find it out until sometime later. And this lady is the perfect example of that. And I'm sorry that she made those choices, because, wow, if there was a right road, if she was at a fork in the road and there was a right way to go and a wrong way to go, she would pick the wrong one every time and would listen to nobody.
Wow. And it's kind of, I guess he was taking care of her in the same house, but he had a girlfriend just because she never worked and she got all caught up in this
honey,
for many
you know
years.
what? I have to tell you, regardless of what you've heard, the quality of her life, because the intentions were not pure. She did the things she did for all the wrong reasons. And
I felt that too, Karen. I really did.
Well, you know what? And unfortunately, as a young woman, talk about paying the price. Wow.
Wow.
That's sad. That's very sad.
It really is. Really is. I mean, I don't want to say, karma, because it's like, I didn't want to marry him. We broke up and I left to go be a flight attendant. But still, it's like, like Shauna did. She's like, my ex wants to date you, Barbara, and it's totally fine with me. Really, really, really. And I'm like, no, really, really, really. And so, that's kind of a different thing. That's what I kind of would have expected with this, But
well,
she didn't
she
do
would
that.
She would never do that.
Mm-mm.
Then whatever perceived reaction she would get, because in her mind she won.
Right.
That didn't work out so well.
It didn't. And she would never want to give me that option because she wouldn't want to.
I know, honey.
She's going to jinx her.
No,
big
that's
score.
not why. It was her fragile ego.
Oh. This is really interesting, huh? Because this happened to my mom as well in high school. Same exact
It happens,
thing,
unfortunately, it's more common than people think. Jealousy is such an ugly thing. I don't even get it. It's like, why in the world would you want to be somebody else or like somebody else or have somebody else's life? What's wrong with yours,
I know. So that has really been on my mind and kind of strange, and then looking through. But I always thought something was off. I never knew about this abuse, but something was off. If somebody who's just like a mom and, their kids are really active in sports and everything, they're usually on Facebook kind of showing their kids off and lots of family photos and stuff. None of that. So it's probably been a long road of rehab and all that stuff.
Honey, she was unhappy from day one, so I don't care why. That was her journey.
I have a
not
question.
Yours.
Is Priscilla still asking? Did we answer Priscilla's questions, or does she have more?
I have another one. It was. I already forgot my question.
I'm sorry, Priscilla.
That's okay, honey. And wait, and it'll come to you. You'll see.
Okay.
Don't worry. We're not going anywhere.
We have a caller.
We're right here.
We'll be right here.
We have a caller who might want to meet
eating her talkies. It's real hot.
What did you say, Jonathan?
We have a caller who might want to meet Priscilla. She wants to meet Priscilla.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Lori.
Okay, Lori. This is Lori.
Oh my
this
God!
Is Priscilla.
Hi, Lori.
This is Lori.
Hi, Lori.
When I told
That's
her
our
that
sweet
you were
Lori,
talking to the
Priscilla.
daughter, Lori, when I found out when Priscilla, when I found out that when I told her that she was when I told she can't talk. Barb, I told Lori that we were talking to Priscilla, and she's like, "What? Wow!" So this is Priscilla.
Priscilla, Lori, Priscilla.
Hi.
Priscilla. Hi, sweetheart. You are in such good company, first and foremost.
Oh, thank
That
you.
is so sweet of you. She is our angel. It's true. You are. You know that. I'd slay dragons for you, sweetheart. It's like, are you kidding?
I love Harry Potter.
Well, I was more thinking about Kelly's dragons. We don't want to slay those. But the other one, it's fair game.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, don't they slay dragons in Harry Potter?
They don't.
Okay, sorry.
Christopher, you were born
Wow,
after.
thank
I
you
think
for
about
calling in.
Game
Yeah.
of Thrones. I don't.
So with that being said, you were born after the year 2000. And every person that I've met who was born from 2000 forward is really got so much balance and so much intellect that they teach me something. So
Lori, she is so smart.
I figured.
I mean, it is, and it's that older than her age.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, she is really, really grown up for a 12-year-old, and she doesn't understand sometimes why the kids her age. It's like, what's wrong with you guys? You know? Did I kind of sum that up, Priscilla?
Yeah.
She never embarrasses me, or she never calls me out. Like if I act silly or something, she's like, "Oh, my mom did this or that." She just laughs and she gets it.
She would never do that.
Other kids are like tattletellers, and I've noticed it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'm never gonna be silly around you or funny in the bookstore,
You know what? Priscilla would never do that.
Priscilla,
First of all, that's why you guys chose each other. Don't you get it?
Yeah.
I told you that.
All of us, because all of us are probably you are. What would you tell us that you've observed about all of us that could help our lives going forward?
Wait a minute.
What was
I
that?
missed part of that, sweetheart.
I said, Priscilla, since you were born after 2000, I sit here and I literally take notes because all of you Indigo children have something to teach me. But it's not just me. If you could, what would you teach every one of the adults listening right now that you've observed that we could learn from that we're doing wrong?
Well, like, if you're a parent, most of the time, you are so loving and protective, and you love them so much, and you just want to, like, be there all the time with them, like, all the time, like, but, you don't always have to be there to show. You don't have to, like, overprotect your children. You don't have to, like, give them freedom. That will even, like, that shows love too. Like, not just keeping them and like controlling them. Like, your child, they want to have fun too, and obviously you wanted to have fun when you were a child too. So, like, sometimes maybe you should put your shoes, put yourself in their shoes sometimes, even though they're a child and blah blah blah, they're immature, da, 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 da. It doesn't really matter. They're still human, like they have feelings too, and just treat them like how you think like an adult would want to be treated. Don't treat them like a baby when they're like 12. Mother.
Are you hinting that I won't let you ride your bike alone to school?
Oh my God, no.
Okay. All right. So this is for everybody, not directed at me. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
I wouldn't
That's
do that.
great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I could understand, let me repeat it for my understanding. You're basically saying, and this is from my understanding, correct me if I'm incorrect. Basically, for all of us to not have our issues about what we were doing when we were your age, and to basically understand that you are around so many loving, kind, generous, giving people that have provided the tools for you to make your own proper, correct, and balanced decisions. And the people around you need to realize and recognize that they've already equipped you with everything that you need. Is that the way I understand it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on?
Priscilla,
Mhm.
you know, sometimes, okay, I hear what you're saying loud and clear. But you know, sometimes even when as much as I know, because I was like you, I wanted to be like independent and Miss Boss of my own life. But the truth is, sometimes I'm so grateful that my mother she taught me that it was okay for me not to be able to go and not to be able to have all the freedom I wanted, because the world has changed quite a lot. And we're all, as a matter of fact, all of us that are on the line now, we're very trusting.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people are really good actors, but their character is not, and their intentions are not clean. So your mom, every once in a blue moon, may say, "No, sweetheart, I'm sorry, you can't do that." Okay? And it's learning to, no, that's real life, honey. I mean, I totally hear her, but the truth is sometimes you will see things that Priscilla can't see because we look at it through different eyes. And it doesn't mean putting you in a closet and saying, "No, sweetheart, you have to sit there. You're not going anywhere." I hear you. It's like, no, you know, not that, but every once in a while, you know. And can I offer you a suggestion, Priscilla?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe when those things happen, if you can take a minute and ask your mom, why can I not do whatever it is? And ask, I would rather you learn, because you're a fast learner, you know, as we both know. I would rather you ask than to be upset over it. Do you know what I mean? Because you and your mother have an amazing, amazing bond. And she's not going to be shy to tell you why it's better if you don't go to whatever that is. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yes. Yes.
So that's just the Karen Page suggestion, you know?
Yes.
That's what I did when my mom would say no. I would ask, you know, because and for sure it's not just because. And it is, I promise you, she will be able to articulate to you exactly why, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all those, and throughout our lives, it's the adult growing pains. And the day that we stop learning, wow, I don't even want to know that. You know? That's the day God throws dirt on us, you know.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yay!
Yeah, and then you keep getting, as time goes on, more freedom and more freedom and more freedom.
Absolutely. And I know it's hard to believe, but Priscilla, there's going to be a time in the not-so-distant future that you're going to think to yourself, God, I wish Mom and I could just go hang out.
Oh. Yeah. I feel like my dad did that with me really well, just giving me a little freedom until it grew so much to he trusted me, but, you know, he made sure every time I left, he goes, you know right from wrong. This was mostly in high school, and I never did get in big trouble. I always was good, and because I wanted him to stay proud of me. He was so proud of me, always told me that, and I feel like he gave me, I could do anything by my senior year. I could do anything I wanted. He provided a nice, big, huge Cadillac for me to drive safely to school, and I would always come back in one piece and, didn't get into any trouble and didn't get drunk or anything.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yes. Mhm.
Pretty amazing. Every time I hear somebody say, "Yeah, my parents didn't let me do anything," and I always look at them and I think, "You turned out just fine, didn't you?" My mother was not afraid to say no to me, and you know what? I think I turned out okay.
Yes, you did. Yeah,
and
also I had a brother too, so he was really protective. So I wasn't always just going by myself. So that's why I liked it so much
very,
when you said,
you're very blessed that you had a brother.
Yeah. So much
the built-in bodyguard.
Yep. And all his friends too became my bodyguards. So I liked it when you said earlier in the show that she was going to meet a guy friend that was going to be like a brother.
He is such a doll. He'll be so protective of her. It's funny because I was my sister's bodyguard.
Uh-huh.
And she was the older of the two of us.
That's so funny. I mean, that's nice. That's good. So she was the older, and she was the bodyguard.
No,
and how much older was she in school?
I was the bodyguard, honey. She was 2 years and 4 months older than I was, and
that's
I
what
was.
I thought I heard. Okay.
Yeah, she could pick a fight with the Pope. I mean, it's like,
That's so funny.
And there was so she always brought conflict into her life. And I was always the one going, "Okay, you guys go sit back in your respective corners, take the boxing gloves off, and it's because, it's true because it's not worth it, and some people just don't get the hint that they're being, and when I say inappropriate, I don't mean necessarily like, ooh, baby, inappropriate, but some people are aggressive by nature. And they misbehave, and I don't care if they're 12 or they're 82. It's like, calm down, everybody.
Right. After a while, people always thought I was the older sibling towards the end, and it was because of not the looks, but because of the attitude.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I totally get it.
And I know Priscilla has absolutely no interest in conflict in her life. It's like, can't we all just get along?
Yeah. Oh,
it's like,
what
are
the
you?
referee
What?
with all those girls at the other school? She's nodding yes.
Yep. It's because there's no excuse for bad behavior. It's like, I'm sorry if you're having a difficult hour, week, month, life. Get over it. I'm pretty sure it wasn't any of our fault. And if you wait a minute, it'll be something else to be upset over. Funny how that happens, huh, Priscilla?
Yeah, I like your info about us being all of the adults on the phone, being a little too open and being a little too trustworthy. And boy, I can speak for myself. That has brought about a lot of pain, unnecessary stress, and a lot of situations that shouldn't have happened if I would have listened to my instincts, and obviously would have listened more to my parents telling me to be discerning, not distrusting, discerning.
Or as I said to Priscilla, be picky, sweetheart.
There you go. There you go. That's it. Discerning. That's perfect.
That's
discerning and picking. Whatever resonates as well is what we do. And I was like everybody else on the phone. I was kind of a little naive, and my parents probably didn't have the skills that are being presented right now. And
but
that
they
has a
did
lot
the
to do
best
with
they could, sweetheart.
Exactly.
And you turned out just fine.
Oh, exactly. No regrets. No
Well,
regrets.
every time I speak to someone that grew up in, and I don't know a home that what isn't complicated or hasn't been complicated, because you have different personalities, you know, and there is a lot of stuff that happens, and it is, no matter how difficult a childhood has been, it's about learning how to integrate those lessons into our lives. And my sister and I grew up in the same house, and we were truly as different as chalk and cheese. And she would immediately go to being angry, and I would immediately go to the, wow, have I learned anything from this?
Right.
And that is, I would rather be that way because I want no drama in my life. And I can only speak for myself, and it doesn't mean that I never say, no, that doesn't work for me. But it's always surprising to people when I do. So when you know the difference and you can be honest and comfortable with yourself, and your intentions are clean, you know what they are. You shouldn't have any problem saying that works for me, or no, that doesn't work for me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a complicated circumstance, it's easy to step away from it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't. I always say you don't have to take it home with you, sweetheart. It's you're very blessed, and I think all of us were, to have the parents that we had. You know, to grow up in the environments that we grew up in, because wow, we learned a lot.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't trade a minute of it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so sweet. Thanks, baby.
Thank you. Yeah, my mom.
Oh, she loves me. Never.
Oh, believe me, we know she loves you. I'll bet you know that, Lori, don't you? That Priscilla loves her mom.
They're kindred spirits. They're almost like two.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I said to them.
Kindred spirits.
And they chose each other.
Oh yeah, and the thing is that not only is daughter learning from mommy, but mommy is learning from daughter.
1,000%.
I'm always really impressed by these millennials, people born after 2000. I can't say enough. Because I've taught in so many different grade levels, and in each one of the grade levels, the intellect that just comes through with these young people, I'm like, man, I took forever to get there. And with them, it's just like they're born into it.
Well, but remember, we grew up, there's a reason I started the Pollyanna Club.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's because we were all like that. We grew up believing that people were instinctively kind.
Yeah.
And they were hard lessons to realize that, gee whiz, I guess everybody isn't. And here we are.
And she said you have a very good perception, Priscilla, of if somebody comes over to the house and you don't like them, like you didn't like the older guy, but you liked the younger one who came over for the barbecue. Yep. And I agree, but yeah, I'm listening to you, Priscilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is very mature. I mean, just as she has to be the referee with these girls who fight over nothing, and she's always the one that they run to. Can you help me with this problem?
Right.
Socially.
Yeah.
I have a
They
question.
know that I'm not his.
May I ask why before
Oh,
that,
she
like,
was
one of the guys
talking,
came
Johnny.
over?
Well, she was actually.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead, Johnny.
No, I was just asking why you didn't like the guy that came over.
What?
Why was I having him over?
No.
No,
Why
didn't you
didn't
like
why
one of
didn't
the guys?
Priscilla like him? Why wasn't she comfortable around him?
I don't know.
I do.
I really don't know. Why?
Because she knew that who he was presenting himself to be was not who he was. That's the reason.
Yeah. The other one was so pure and sweet and precious and helped me cook, and not just that he helped me cook, but you could just tell the energy, the feeling.
Well,
Yeah.
the guy that she wasn't comfortable with, it was almost like red alert went out in her,
Yeah, when he first came in, I was like, oh, this person really?
Well, because you knew he wasn't who he presented himself to be.
I didn't even know them till I was meeting them for the first time. Another friend brought them over as her friends to the barbecue. So I met them at the same time as well, and I felt the exact same thing she did.
Well, it's kind of hard to look at somebody that you meet for the first time, and especially when you're 12, sweetheart, and look at them and go, liar, liar, pants on fire. I mean, much as we'd like to sometimes,
Yeah.
you want to walk up to them and rip the mask off.
Yeah. We do.
It's like, come out wherever you are,
Next, you're going to do the Pinocchio nose, pulling everything out of my brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't
Absolutely.
I wrote the one a thank you note. I wrote the one a thank you message, but him, I don't want to because that's just going to open a can of worms to say, well, okay, I accept you. And I don't, so why even write anything to where they think, oh, well, maybe she liked me. I'm welcome back there again. I don't want to open that. Do you think that's the right thing to do, Karen? Because the other one is
honey, because they were in your home.
Because, right, yes. And the other one bought all the groceries, and he didn't really.
Well, my point is, if they were in your home, okay, they should thank you for graciously opening your doors to them. That's usually how it works,
Okay. So
and
I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, and Mr. Creepy Pants, I don't think you owe him any kind of anything.
Okay.
You were very nice to him in your home.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. And Priscilla remembers her question now.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
So,
see how that works?
So, my old friends from Arizona, we recently got in a fight because so they were being mean to one of my other friends, and then I talked to that friend and said, like, can you reconsider or something like that, blah, blah, blah. And then they got mad at me, and then, like, I figured out she was lying to me about something. It was, like, this whole thing. Yeah. And recently they just started talking to me again. I'm like...
No. Trust is a funny thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when somebody breaches that, you know how you are. That's going to work for about a minute and a half because you're never really going to trust them again. And somebody lying to you? Why would they do that, sweetheart? What the heck is that all about?
Yeah.
And why?
I don't even know.
It's not a real question, sweetie. My point is,
Okay.
it's like, why would anybody lie to you? You don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's so, I want to use the word unkind.
Yeah.
You know, and unnecessary. Why the heck would anybody do that?
Yeah.
And so, you know that part of you that's going, this doesn't quite feel right. You need to listen to that, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I always say when those situations happen, because they happen to everybody.
Yeah.
Remember when I think I told your mom that when that happens, and people say, you want to go here, or can I come over there, or do you want to do this? That's when I would say, I'm sorry, I'd love to, but I have to stay home and wash the dog. And they say, but you don't have a dog, Karen. I know, I'm borrowing the neighbor's.
Or I have a make-believe one.
Get the hint then.
Listen.
I'm sorry. It's like, get a clue, kids. They knew what they did.
Yeah.
And do you remember the part where I said to you, and everybody's so surprised when you say, no, that doesn't work for me? It's like, I'm sorry, that's the truth. It doesn't work for you anymore. Why in the world would you do that again? They showed you who they were.
I was going to say something.
Oh,
you what, sweetheart?
No, I was going to.
It's the Priscilla, sweetheart, Jonathan.
Okay, I apologize.
Hold on. That was good, though.
Okay. Now I forgot.
Oh God.
Okay.
I love her laughing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I forgive people way too easily. The same person has lied to me and everybody else in my old friends group like lots of times, and every time I've forgiven them. Like one time they said I don't want to be your friend anymore, and I was like okay, and then they told everybody to stop being my friend again, like everybody in the whole group, and then they did. So for a whole few months, like I didn't have any friends.
Shame on them. And sweetheart, I want you to remember this, okay? That is their loss, because friends like you don't grow on trees.
Yeah, but then I forgave them again.
I know, but that's your lesson. And there's a point where you kind of go, got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've all done that.
That's your chance to learn from that lesson.
Absolutely.
And it's up to you this time what you're going to do, and you will choose what to do.
Yep.
But
and
about the... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. Go ahead, sweetheart.
About like about that person, they like the same few people in that group, like the two sisters and that one friend, they keep on asking me the same question over and over again, and I'm not gonna say.
Do they have bad memories?
No, it's
No, that wasn't a real question, sweetheart.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I know that. Oh gosh. Okay. And they keep on asking me the same questions, and I just don't know why they would be asking the same question. It's like they're asking me about my personal life with like friends at my new school and stuff
None
like that.
of their business.
yeah, but I keep on telling them, like, no and no and no. I just want to know why they keep on asking. I don't know if you can completely answer that.
My bet is because they want to contact them on Facebook.
Jealous, maybe?
Bingo!
But they're more on Instagram.
The ugly J word.
Yes, definitely.
That's the
They're
one.
jealous of the friends that you're going to get that you might like them better than them, and they just have
No, honey,
to be more.
it's because, no, that's not the reason. It's because she will always make friends, and they know what a wonderful friend she really is.
Mhm.
And remember, you know those kids that need to be the big man on campus?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's them.
Okay.
And they're the ones, look at how disruptive they've been to her life already.
Very controlling. Mhm.
You know what? Only if she gives them permission to be.
Right.
It's her life.
It's not okay, so I'm just gonna say the question. It's not totally with like friends. They keep on asking me if I'm dating anybody, which I've barely even dated anybody, and I don't even know why they would ask me that in the first place.
Well, they probably know that guys will want to date you, but you're 12. Honey, I know sometimes it's hard to remember that, but you're still 12.
Can I tell you something?
Okay, Johnny.
One of the best ways to handle friends like that is if it was your best friend and your best friend was asking you these questions, what would you advise your best friend? Because in actuality, all of us have to start off being our own best friends. So if you take yourself out of the equation and say, okay, Priscilla, what do you think? Do you think this is fair? Do you think this is okay? I don't think they're treating Priscilla the way that Priscilla has been treating them. That's what I used to talk to myself. When I was a kid, I would take myself out of the situation and I would say, Lorianne, does it sound like they're friends to you, or does it sound like they're trying to get information about you? And that's how I would deal with things. Be my own best friend.
Well, you have to start out there.
Yeah, you guide yourself, but like if it's not you in the situation, almost like an observer.
Yes. Well, when you can't trust somebody, there's a part where you have to remove yourself from it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why would you ever want to let that person get close again? I've had that happen several times throughout my life, and then you kind of go, all righty then, I think I'm done here. And it's over. There's nothing to talk about. I mean, okay, you've had 19 opportunities, to do the right thing, and they don't. And a big part of it is, unfortunately, jealousy. And that you, in your own soft-spoken way, that has to be so weird for them that they can't control your behavior.
Yeah.
That has to be, it's like, what is that? How do we do that? I need to get a grip on her. It's like, no. Which part of that's not going to happen? Don't they get?
I use that a lot, what Lori just said. I use it today all the time, putting myself in a different perspective and looking at things completely differently. Yes. Totally.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yeah, I love doing that. It's a good tool.
See, Lori, and you got that from Jump Street. You kind of went, something's not right here.
Yeah.
Well, because I was advising my friends, like Priscilla, I was advising my friends all the time. I was the sounding board. People would always come up, Lorianne, let me tell you what just happened to me. It wasn't, hi, how are you? Lorianne, what happened to me? So after a while, I said, you know what? I need to be able to go to Lorianne and find out and see what she's got to tell me. Because
you know the joke, right? Are you talking to yourself? Well, yeah, I needed some good advice. Why? And my mom used to say, yeah, as long as you're not arguing with yourself, it's fine, honey.
I love that.
I have to.
Absolutely, you are so right.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I miss her when she's at school. I just can't wait till 2 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, yay! I gotta go get Priscilla. Oh, I love her.
And she probably feels the same thing. Mom's coming to rescue me any minute now.
Do you?
But this is the thing, people are going to turn, because they turned with me in the sense of when I got to be 18, 19, 20, my mom would come to me and say, Lorianne, what do you think? And I was like, whoa. And it hasn't stopped. Lorianne, how would you handle this? Or
isn't that a beautiful compliment?
Mhm.
That's isn't there a lot to be said for common sense?
Yeah, it's going to happen between Priscilla and Barbara. Same thing.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful unfolding, and it's a beautiful thing that everything Barbara put into Priscilla is going to come back full circle.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Now, Priscilla.
Yeah, I already do that, you guys. I always ask her, what would you do? What do you think? All the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. I'm
Priscilla,
just a kid.
It's hilarious.
Priscilla, are you done?
Jonathan, what were you going to ask?
Well, I was going to ask her if she was done answering questions, if she had answered all the questions.
Yeah.
You are? Okay.
Me too.
Okay, because what we'll do is we'll take a call, and then after the call you can answer some more questions. Yeah, this is area code 914.
Hello, 914.
Hello. How are you? Thank you all for taking my call.
Everything is wonderful. Every day's a good day, sweetheart. How are you?
Indeed. I love that attitude. Yes. Agreed. Yes.
So, did you have a question for me?
Yes, please. I have a work meeting happening on Friday with a new coworker, and I'm just wondering how you see it going.
Well, actually, I think it'll go better than you think. And they are a little peculiar. Isn't that a wonderful word? They're a little peculiar, but it will pass.
Okay.
Don't get attached to it. And the funny part is they feel more nervous than you do.
Wow.
Isn't that funny? They just have a more stern front.
Okay.
So just be your regular sweet self, and this will pass, honey. You guys will actually get along fine.
Wow. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. You're right. I did have some trepidation. Yeah.
They are way more nervous than you are.
Wow. And the project will go well.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, fantastic.
But one thing you do need to know, and nothing goes smoothly. That's just not real life. Okay?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
and especially with the size of this project, this has a million little pieces.
Yeah.
And
You're right.
and they are going to be there'll be several times where there's going to be a small problem here and a little hiccup there, but nothing is not fixable. And this particular lovely coworker is going to go into rigid control mode. Okay? Don't take it personally. It'll pass.
Okay. Okay.
And do not take it personally.
Okay. Yeah, I can
Okay?
be sensitive at times. Yeah.
Because this is just their nature.
Gotcha. Like the front, like you said.
That's what I'm telling you. It's so funny to me because in their real life, they really have a lovely sense of humor and are quite nice. And you'll find that out over time.
Well, thank God.
So don't take it personally.
Okay. I'll remember you saying that. Yes, that'll be helpful. Yeah.
I promise. Yeah. Well, you'll see.
No.
And will you please let us know?
I definitely will.
Excellent.
Yes, they said it's going to start in late October, so I'll call you in November and let you know how it's going.
And by the way, don't be concerned if it doesn't start until actually November.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, as long as we're breathing and our eyes are open above ground,
I'm
it's a
telling
wonderful
you.
day.
I always say I wake up and most of my parts work. I have absolutely nothing to complain about.
Yes, indeed. Amen. Yes, indeed.
So
that's fantastic. We should all be that way.
Well, you know what? Every day, if we're going to freak out over every little thing that happens, or everybody else's mood, wow, that's way too big a burden for everyone to carry around.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself, And you guys will actually get along great.
Oh, thank God.
So rest your heart and do not worry.
Okay.
Okay? This is a crazy mammoth project, so keep that in mind.
Yes, it is. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're very
gifted.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You are welcome, sweetheart. Now breathe, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Not worth that stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let us know.
I definitely will.
Okie dokie.
Yes. Thank you all so very much.
You are welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you. Many
all right.
blessings.
Area code.
Thank you.
Can I ask
201. Area code 201 is on the.
Who is,
what?
dear?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm trying to see if I can get a reading to get some clarity on really what's going on.
Okay. What's your question, dear?
Well, there's a lot of burdens at work right now. Like I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed, and I'm trying to avoid it because I do have some things in my personal life that.
Well, honestly, those are the ones that are more concerning to me.
Yes.
Because those are about health and mental and physical.
Mhm.
So that is way more concerning to me than the stuff at your job.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this is, there's no nice way to say this to you, sweetheart. This is going to be, you have about 4 more months of this period. And if you can be patient, okay, and remain calm, you'll get through it. But I want you to get through it without hiding in having to hide in a closet, okay? Because it's ridiculous. A lot of this is not about you. It's just you have become the automatic fixer, the caregiver of everyone. You know what I mean? So sometimes we need to say no, and or to put in perspective the things that we cannot magically just wave our magic wand and make perfect for them. I am way more concerned about the health issues. And those you have to be available for. You know, they're counting on you. You know that. But the rest of it, it's not running away, and all those things are workable. I don't remember them hiring you to be the fire captain at your job.
Because I don't want to be honest with you. That I already find myself spiritually shifting from it. And if I could find another way to do it, trust me, I would. I don't like bringing home work. I don't like being overtaxed and burdened.
Well, you have to remember that the things at your job, those, you didn't make those issues. And there is so much stress there that you have absolutely nothing to do with. It's the kind of the nature of the beast.
Yes.
And I'm begging.
In the door.
Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. And it has nothing to do with you. You didn't cause it. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a magic wand to fix everything either. You know? And you can do what you can do. I'm much more concerned about the personal issues and that area of your life, because that's where your real energy should be going. Because you've been carrying, this last 4 years have been a nightmare for you, and I'm begging you to please. I want you, your job is your job, okay? Period, the end. It is what it is. You know exactly what you're dealing with. None of it's a surprise. Don't bring it home with you. You didn't cause it. This is not your responsibility, and you always show up. You don't just phone it in. So please, I want you to take care of you. And some of the caretaking health stuff that's in your personal, I mean, you are the caregiver for everybody, aren't you, sweetheart? My God.
And they don't see that, but
you know what? It doesn't matter what they see. You need to make sure that you take care of you, because without that you can't help anybody else. And I'm way more concerned about your emotional well-being, because you are your emotional well-being tank is almost on empty. So I'm begging you to please. I don't care if you have to go outside at night and stare up at the sky for 10 minutes.
And that's what I do.
I believe it because it's the only peace that you have. And I want you to do yourself a favor. I don't care what it's made out of. I want you to get yourself a red bracelet, and I want you to put it on your right wrist. Because everybody plugs into your energy and literally just drains you dry. And that will, I always call it my Wonder Woman cuff. Please, it will protect you in a lot of ways from everybody plugging into you and Jackie being the go-to. Oh, I can get it from her. So please.
It could be made of anything.
I don't care what it's made out of, but you need to wear it every single day. I wear one that I never take off. I sleep in it. I take a shower in it. And funny enough, it goes with everything.
I wear mine. I do that too.
Yes,
Is it something
I know.
I could crochet?
That's fine, honey, as long as you wear it every single day. And when you get out of the shower or the bath, you put it on. Every time someone says to me, "Is that your birthstone?" No, it's not my birthstone. It's my Wonder Woman cuff.
Mine has an eye. And what about the black ones, Karen? Because they came in twos, and I have the black one for the left.
Honey, I don't know about the black. I have nothing to do with the black one.
Okay, because it came with the red one.
Well, the red one is the one.
Protection.
Yeah,
it's
for protection. That's why I told Kelly to do it. It's something I've worn it for years and years. Because and Jackie's in a position where everybody goes to her as the fix-it woman.
Yeah, even at work.
I
don't understand why.
Because you always
I go.
But honey, you always give people your time, your patience, your energy. What about you? You're the one that you don't give that to. Oops.
And I'm working with a woman directly
that
I haven't figured her out, but she's very busy and she's very
demanding.
Crafty and demanding, but I have a time where I could just shut her down, but then she comes back very humble. But I know she does a lot of gossiping behind the scenes because she comes to me with gossip, and I try to I try to negate it because I really don't want to hear it because 90% of the time she don't understand. My focus is my family and myself because I am a caregiver.
Yes, you are.
I know I'm very empathic, and all day I find myself.
Sweetheart, and get the red bracelet, please.
Okay.
That will stop all of that. And I want you to remember the words, "Gee, I'm sorry you're going through that."
Okay.
Got it? I'm sure you'll find a way to work through it. Because you have taken it on yourself. Every time this woman comes and dumps stuff on you, she's very demanding. And you've never said no. And there's a nice way to say no to her and a not so nice way to say no.
She's not the only one. She's just the messiest one.
I know
and I have
that,
to work
sweetheart.
with her directly.
I know, but you stop bringing her home. That's her personality. And all the gossiping stuff, it always cracks me up when people do that because those are the ones that want to be the center of attention then, and they know everything. They're plugged into everything. Really? And then there are us that don't want to know. It's like, I don't care what the gossip is. No interest. Boy, she must be crazy insecure. Of course, honey. Ask me anything.
Yeah, it's too much of that now. I'm in a space where I can't handle that, and she's not the only one. I'm seeing it coming from all different angles. So I'm trying to figure out what am I emanating outwards that's drawing that into me? Because
you are empathic, and people pick that up. many years ago, this was a long, hard lesson for me. Many years ago, I had a client, and when I was reading for her, I said to her, your husband has a heart problem. Okay? You need to get him to the doctor immediately, if not sooner.
Mm-hmm.
So, guess what I did? I picked up his heart problem.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Stop owning it, sweetheart. It doesn't belong to you.
Or mirrors.
So in terms of what I'm trying to do, I'm really trying to move in the next couple of months.
Oh, you'll be able to do that.
I'm trying to get through a settlement.
Not trying. No, you are getting through.
I am. Okay, I am getting through a settlement.
Yeah, because, honey, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're through the worst part of it. Got it?
I'm through the worst part of it. The last 4 years have been rough. Oh,
it's been a nightmare. You almost needed body armor every step of the way, but you are almost at the end of it. Do you remember I said to you it looks like 4 months? By the end of January, you should be in good shape.
do you see this move making a big adjustment in my family? My household, rather?
For you? Are we
For all of
talking
us.
about everybody else?
No, I'm talking about my immediate family, my children, my
Yes,
spouse.
but in a good way. And you will be more peaceful, sweetheart. It will make everything easier. I wish I could do it for you. Anything else, honey?
No.
I appreciate what you're saying, and because
I wish
it
I
does
could tell
seem,
you it's immediately tomorrow,
mm-hmm.
but that's not true. But you are
Right.
through the most complicated and difficult part of all of it.
Mm-mm.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a response.
Look at the long one right here. It's fine. What's wrong with you?
Whoever's talking in the background, can you please stop that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
What did you say, sweetheart?
I'm waiting for a response from a brother, so that I can make some decisions. And he
Well,
tends to put it.
he's the whole. Yeah, that's funny. I was going to say to you, well, he's an interesting issue all on his own. Wow. There you go again, having to fix everything.
I don't want to fix everything. I want them to just move out my way. Just move out.
Well, and that's coming. But I beg of you, honey, please,
Mm-hmm.
please, please, please.
Mm-hmm.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He's the manipulative one. And he's incredibly selfish. If you can I want you to make a second plan just in case he doesn't want to answer you, because he wants to. Man, he is a control freak, but passive aggressive control freak. If you can be patient and make a secondary plan, a plan B for yourself, this will make everything easier. for you. I wish I could tell you that he was going to jump on board and be immediately cooperative, but that's not his nature, and you know that.
There's actually two brothers and a sister, but I mean they've already shown their hand.
Yeah, I know that, and there's no reason for you not to believe them, honey. And I'm sorry, didn't that coupon expire?
Yes.
Thank you. Because if you keep letting them do this, nothing's going to change, honey. That's why I'm saying make a plan B. I beg of you. Because this has been going on for your entire life. And I'm sorry, don't give them that. They've already taken enough. Got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Boy, something just clicked for you. I can hear it in your voice.
I had a cough for one thing. But I don't know where that came from.
That's okay. Anything else, sweetheart?
Through my walk, I guess I had to go through all of these different changes to really get to a point where I understand what you're saying, a plan B, because I'm always making a plan B. Sometimes I think I'm overthinking too much.
Not this.
And it'll keep me from making a move.
No. This is, you should have already had a response from him. There is no excuse except control. And you know his nature. Why are you not making a plan B, honey? That's the just-in-case plan.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's the reason.
Do you see anything with court? Like how that works out in court?
It's funny because you're going to be very happy. You, personally, will be very happy. I don't care if everybody else is jumping up and down.
I want to go in there like the dragon lady and just shut it down finally.
I know,
that's what I really want to do.
You'll be very happy with the result. Because what you tried to do was be fair.
Yes.
And what they tried to do was everything's about me. And I'm sorry, that's just not how that works. Boy, what's wrong with people? I mean, there it goes back to that doesn't play well with others thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. They sound like they're related to my late sister.
No, you know what I think? You know what the thing that about it is really difficult to like really grasp, because a lot of them had like a failed relationship, and it's like it seemed like they've been very envious of my marriage. And the strangest thing, like my husband and I have always struggled for everything.
Yeah,
and
but you had each other.
Make it more appreciative. Yes, I do.
You had each other, and you were a team.
Well,
they don't get that concept, sweetheart.
Right.
And you're never. I'm just telling you, you're never going to understand why they are that way.
Mm-hmm.
And do you understand that the jealousy comes from? You know how hard you guys have worked, but you didn't make it look like that, and you didn't punish anybody else for it. What's the problem? Oh, that's right. It's not your problem. It's theirs. How about that? Goes back to what what I was talking about before you called. Jealousy, the number one killer. What's wrong with people?
Yeah.
It's like, go get your own life. And what we were talking about people wanting to, they want what you have, and they want to be like you, and they have no idea how hard you guys have worked for it.
Wow, they do not.
No, and even if you showed them and told them, they wouldn't get it. Because you make it look easy because you and your husband have been in agreement. We are a team. They don't get that concept. Their middle names are what's in it for me. That's pretty sad.
Mhm.
Not your problem, sweetheart. Not your problem. You'll be fine. Boy, you have one sister or two?
I have two sisters, but only one that's a part of the state.
I was going to say,
the sister
wow,
that's a part
one of them is
state,
a monster. I'm sorry?
She's the one that created all this. She is a monster.
She's a monster.
She created all this, and now she's hiding out in the woodwork, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to have
luck.
to serve papers. I'm not really
honey,
sure how to contact her.
Don't think twice about it. Go about your business. Do what you need to do because this is your life. She does not want to keep doing this because the price she's going to pay for this, wow.
What do you mean? What you talking about, karma?
Yep, and emotionally, what this is going to cost her, wow. Man, what is wrong with people? That does seem to be the question I ask 1,000 times a day. But you're going to be fine, honey. So please, stop worrying. The hardest part is over. Really, really, really. You're almost there.
Wow. You know, my attorney told me that the other day, and I've been trying to
I'm glad I got
see
the memo.
Yes. She kept pointing out the window. She said, see over there? She said, that's the finish line.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I see over there, but I'm like, I'm thinking of all those what ifs because I know who I'm dealing with and manipulation.
No, please don't do that to yourself. Everything has already come out. They got nowhere to go with this. Stop. Stop.
Okay.
You're going to be fine. And you guys are definitely moving, and boy, is that going to be a happy move. So calm down.
I want to bring happiness back. I want to bring happiness back in the home, and I want to fix it up the way my parents want it done.
You better believe it.
I'm not living there now. It looks completely different than when they were there, and I know that they go by the house and see, like they're trolling me.
Honey, and you know what? That's their problem, not yours.
Okay.
I want you to make sure that you have good security on the home, okay?
That I what?
Have good security on the home.
You're talking about what, insurance and all of that?
Everything. Yep, insurance, all that stuff. Because, boy, they are a nasty bunch. Don't play well with others. So rest your heart, honey. Don't worry. Got it?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
All right. Thank you.
You are welcome, sweetheart.
All
right. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Isn't he a doll?
Yes, he.
Listen,
yes,
I wanted. Yeah.
Truly is.
I wanted to apologize. Is Priscilla, are you still there?
Yeah, hello.
All right, Priscilla.
Hello.
Listen, I wanted to take the time to apologize to you on the air. You know, I cut you off earlier, and I didn't realize I was doing that. It was just because we were having a call. It wasn't. I mean, you know, you're Barbie's daughter. We hold you in high regard, and it was just me trying to figure out if you were done talking, and you know. Okay, so I'm sorry. Hope you accept my apology.
No, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
Now there's the 35-year-old in her. Did you see that? How she magically just changed into that.
I mean,
let her come out.
Earlier, it was like we were cutting each other off. We were, oh God, I was so embarrassed. I mean, it's
Honey,
like,
it happened.
I was like thinking Barbara's going to kill me.
Out of it. It's radio.
I was like thinking Barbara's going to kill me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Johnny. You're just the sweetest.
Isn't he?
Yes, we appreciate.
See, Jonathan, you have a big fan club here, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Priscilla's the grown-up in the room most of the time, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very sweet.
And I appreciate you guys making her so much a part of this, and she feels so comfortable now to come on the show and share.
Well, she is our angel.
Oh, thank you.
It's true. I just heard her.
She was so excited to go pick out, you know, something for you for your birthday coming up.
Oh, you're so sweet.
September 29th.
That's neat. God, I'm astonished you remember.
No, I would never forget.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Our birthdays are very special. So.
That is very true, honey. That's very true. It's our one day of the year.
Yes. And you're so special to us that it's a big deal
thank
to
you,
us.
honey. Ditto.
Yes. Definitely. And thank you for helping Priscilla today with her questions and all the other callers.
Well, she is our angel. And thank you for letting us talk with her and share her with us because she is a doll.
Of course.
Yes, she is.
It's my pleasure.
And we know where she gets that from, by the way, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I love you guys, and I'm so glad that Priscilla came on and we had a chance to talk and that Lori called, and that is so sweet.
Well, yes, and thank you for clarifying too with me about my friend that passed, the friend from a long time ago that passed, and what all that meant, and you know that helped me a lot because it's been on my mind.
Well, and you know what? I hope she found whatever she's looking for in the next world, honey.
Oh, can you tell really quick if she has gone to the other world or is she still lingering?
Oh no, she's not lingering, honey. She was
gone.
out of here. Yeah.
Okay.
She left before she left, you know?
Okay. Uh-huh.
So, yeah. No, she's gone.
Okay. All right. That was my last question on that. Okay. Thanks, Karen.
You are welcome, Dolly.
All right. So, Johnny, are we done for tonight then?
Yes, we are out of town.
Not that I want to go, but it's 6:30.
I know. I understand. And
okay, I just want
thank
to tell
you
everybody
for
have a great night. Have a great night.
A great night.
You
again,
too,
we
sweetheart.
missed Kelly. Shout out to Kelly. Kelly, we missed you, and we can't wait for you to come back soon.
Yep, E.T. come home.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, good night, everyone.
Okay,
Good night, sweetie. I love you guys.
Love you.